Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel eddieinreadingland. My name is Eddie and today I'm bringing you a video about my second favorite card, the Devil. And yes, I decided that I was going to dress up for this one and I was feeling a little devilish, so that's why I'm wearing this tank top today, guys, for you. No, let's be honest. I'm wearing it for me, but I just felt that it went with the energy of the devil. But yes, so guys, I have my notes as I usually do, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the devil and why it's my favorite. It's my second favorite card in the whole tarot deck. Well, we are going to talk about the Trump of Capricorn, and I do like the very earthy aspect of the devil that I don't really hear people talking about. The devil is the card that most grounds me whenever I get it in for daily draws, and I get it a lot for my daily draws. Probably because it is one of my favorite cards. Um, but far be it. How can I say this? It's my favorite. It's my second favorite card, not because of any of the traditional meanings that are usually related to the card, like for example, toxic behaviors and abuse, any sort of abuse. Um, People sometimes say that the devil is lies. People sometimes say that the devil is something hidden, or people who want to harm you, or you want to harm others. Um, those meanings for the devil, they really don't align with me. Probably because um, they're very rooted in Abrahamic religion, and probably also because of the Rider-Waite-Smith depiction of the devil, which I do not like at all. The That depiction of the Rider-Waite-Smith is, to me, it's not scary. It's grotesque, and not grotesque in a good way. It feels very offensive to people who are overweight, and also it just makes me very uncomfortable. So I really don't like that. I really don't like that depiction for the devil. But aside from how I would read the card, these are the reasons why this is my second favorite card in the whole tarot deck, and it's my favorite second major arcana card. So here we go. I relate the devil with individualism, and for those of us who don't know, individualism is what makes us intrinsically an individual. Our worth as a person. That's what individualism is. We have a tendency for self-creation and experimentation. And I also have, I wrote down self-exploration without none or little influence from other people's behavior or popular opinion. But the reason why I do like the devil as a form of individualism is because it does relate to individuality, and I like how the devil let us know that how unique we are as a person, how as individuals, and but just because of the reason that is that we just are unique, because there is no other person that is me. There is no other me out there. I am me. So that is the reason why individualism or individuality comes across for me when with the devil, and why I like that aspect of the devil. Um, it is very you you grow. I grew up a little lonely, a little ostracized, because growing up queer in such a machista society like is Costa Rica, and I actually also grew up in New Jersey, and people would still peg me as other, for and I know that it's because of reasons that are not very popular. For example, I'm a bookworm. I was overweight when I was growing up. I was 260 pounds, guys. I mean, I had to work really, really hard for me to even have the appearance that I have right now. But that never really goes away, and that's the sort of individuality that I'm talking about here with the devil. That growth that happens, that self-development that happens from experiences, and how you are using them as an individual today in healthy ways, not unhealthy ways. Obviously, it could also be unhealthy ways, but I do my best to use that in healthy ways, use my experience in healthy ways so that it can help my present and help myself as an individual as well. So there it is. That's why I like the devil as individualism, or as individuality. The other thing about the devil that I like is that I relate the devil to sexual acts. Not the release of the sexual act. I would relate to the lust card, which I already made a video about. But this is the devil for me is the sexual act. The devil is about embracing your sexuality. Whatever that sexuality is, it doesn't have to be a queer sexuality like mine. Whatever your sexuality is, it doesn't matter. But it's embracing that part of yourself and allowing that part of yourself to have fun and to be released and to be shared with others. There's such a stigma in today's culture with sex, and which also relates to the devil in a reverse sort of meaning. But I just wish that there was more freedom of expression with sex. I feel it with a lot of people out there, and it's one of those things that if I would be able to change it for society, I would do that. I think that sex needs to be normalized, and discussed more. It's so awkward to hear people talk about sex sometimes, and I'm like, really, guys? But that is that is the second reason why I like the devil. It's my second favorite card in the whole tarot, because I do relate the devil with sexual act, and that release and that exploration of sex that you should allow yourself to have. I very much like the devil for that. Actually, two depictions of that sort of devil come to mind. The devil in the field, or Pavlov. I should have brought props. I do have props down here, guys, but it's a different thing. But yes, the devil from Fyodor Pavlov deck, and the devil from the New Voice Tarot by Rosario Salerno. Those are very kinky. Very kinky wave sort of devils, and I love those depictions. They're excellent depictions of the devil. But also, the third reason why this is my second favorite card is because I link the devil to determinism. And now here is, and I have talked about this before with the devil. But let me read you what I wrote about determinism, so that to see if I can talk about it better. So what I wrote was, determinism is the idea that events are determined by previous causes. This suggests that through a specific set of circumstances, only one outcome is possible. This reminds me of the concept of hitsuzen that the Japanese have, which well, actually, the word doesn't have any translation to English or to Spanish, actually. It has been closely transliterated to inevitable, everything that's inevitable. But unfortunately, that doesn't quite cover the meaning of hitsuzen, and let alone the meaning of determinism. But hitsuzen is the events that need to happen will happen. And whether we see the meaning of those events or not, these events will just be. So it's a very strange philosophy, and it does parallel determinism in the way that even though hitsuzen is most of the events, and determinism only says that there's one outcome, they're very similar to each other, because in determinism we are exploring that because of previous causes, the events are happening now, or this specific event is happening now. So why do I tie the devil to this concept of determinism? Honestly, guys, I am not sure. I think, and bear with me, I think that determinism implies that free will may not exist. So, in a way, the devil is bound, or is determinism is the chain of determinism. And I know I'm getting really philosophical, but I love this concept for the devil. And I love the concept of determinism. I have spoken about Laplace's demon, who is part of determinism. But yes, I love that. It's almost like these obstacles or these events that we are not able to control chain us, and chain us to this one particular event that is happening, or that had to happen. So that's why I like the devil. I know that I'm getting very philosophical, but again, this is completely fascinating to me. And this concept of binding, and this concept of previous causes, or previous action being the cause of this present event that we're experiencing, and that only this event could have happened because of these causes. It's just, the whole thing just blows my mind. And this is me at my most nerd like right now. Drawing conclusions from the devil card for the tarot, or from the tarot, into my own understanding of this very high concept. And I say high, but really trying to understand these sort of concepts doesn't really make you more intelligent, nor does it make you any stupid if you can't understand them. It's just food for my mind, guys. It's food for my mind. That's what it is. So, in conclusion, the devil represents for me incredibly important things in my life: independence, freedom, sex, and the concept of shadow as well. So these are the reasons why the devil is my second favorite card in the deck. And not to mention that the devil is always depicted in ways that are more sensual, more sexual, more darker, that are darker, or that are perceived as dark for some other, or negative even for some other people. But yes, guys, so I did mention that I was going to show you the sketch that I drew for the devil for the tarot that I'm working on right now, and I will. So if we go to the down camera, we're going to see that we have the Todd Tarot card over here that kickstarted this whole thing with me and the devil. This the Lady Frida's painting of the devil was the first time that I came across the devil as something else other than the Catholic view of the devil, which I really, really don't like. That's probably also why I don't like the Rider-Waite-Smith depiction of the devil. But here it is, guys. Let me bring it closer. As you can see, it has a giant phallus in the background, and we have a homage to Capricorn and also to the god Pan, and we have people over here in what would be the testes, riding in the pits of hell. And this card for me was instrumental in the practice of tarot, because I finally was able to break out of the Catholic view of the devil when I first saw this devil. And the other thing is that I know that some people think that this is scary, but it is not for me. This devil is not scary for me. The devil that's scary for me is the one from Rider-Waite-Smith. That's a scary devil right there. Like I said, it's grotesque. But yeah. So thankful for Lady Frida Harris's depiction of the devil, because this is the card that allowed me to break out of the concept or the image of the devil from the Catholic Church. So I'm very grateful for that. And here you go, guys. This is the sketch that I drew of the devil for the tarot that I'm working. As you can see, I opted for a woman, and as you can see, the woman is actually either breaking apart or holding herself together. I like this for the concept of individuality again, or individualism. Why? Because the concept of really cementing yourself or knowing yourself as an individual, and consider yourself unique and a one of a kind, takes a lot of breaking apart and takes a lot of putting back pieces together. This is why I have her hold herself in a way that it makes you wonder if she's really holding herself or if she is actually tearing more pieces away from her. I also drew her bare because, or nude, because it's easier to tempt people that way. And I love that for the devil. I love the ease that the devil has to tempt us. That is very important for me. That is also the reason why we have the apple here dripping poison. I love the metaphor of the poison apple for various reasons. Yes, I do tie it to the snake tempting Eve to eat from the fruit from the tree of knowledge, and how that poisoned their whole existence. So that's why I drew that there. The apple has a small feather as a stem that implies also the tree of knowledge. In my view, I wrote a lot of notes for this devil. I went over the whole symbology, and I promised that when I finish with the coloring of these cards, because I already finished all the sketch, guys. And right now what I'm doing is typing the guidebook. So I think I did type the majors already, all of them. But this is what the notes were while I was drawing the devil. Now, I wanted her to have, I'm sorry, I'm coming back to this. I wanted her to have a haughty expression because I do like the superiority. I can't even pronounce that word anymore, guys. Superiority. I want her to feel superior. That's what I mean, guys. Apparently, I can't talk today. It was very important for me for her to feel superior to us. That's why I have that haughty expression on her. I love that. Love that. Um, she is hooved and she has gold horns as an homage to Capricorn. She is also breaking apart in a way that Earth or rock does, because I do like, again, the grounding element of the Earth for the devil. So as you can see, guys, here she's one of her legs is breaking apart, and she's also breaking apart over here and in the middle. Her horns and this crown that I made of it's supposed to be a crown of earth, sort of on her head, are also not attached to her. And I purposely did the horns as pigtails, like like a little girl's pigtails, because I was I meant to do this to poke fun at people who don't take responsibility for their actions. To me, not taking responsibility for your actions and either victimizing yourself or blaming somebody else for them is a very childlike behavior. But it's a reversed meaning of the devil for me, so that's why I added them, and also because I really wanted to poke fun at these people by calling them childish and infantile for doing that. It's not that I am exempt from that behavior. I don't think that any of us is, but I do my best not to do it. So that's why the horns resemble pigtails, because I wanted that fake innocence for the devil. That's a great. Oh, I should find that for the guidebook. I wanted a fake innocent sort of feel for the devil. And one of the other things that really strike me, or that I wanted to share with you today, guys, is the 5-pointed star upside down. That is actually very important to me for various reasons. I do like the upside down star for the devil. It's one of those things that mark the devil as wrong or dark, obscure, occult. It gives it an esoterica sort of feel, or enigmatic feel for the devil, that there's something intrinsically wrong with it, which is not. But I love also how it ties with pagan beliefs as well for the devil. The upside down star. It's not necessarily that you're doing something wrong. It's just you're doing something different, and people are viewing it as wrong because they're not able to do it themselves. I mean, ask any witch in history ever, guys. They'll tell you. Even present time witches are blamed for stuff that they didn't really do. But as in any case, this is one of my sketches. I should have shown the strength sketch for the lust card, but I'm good with just showing the devil for today, guys. But as in any case, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with me and allowing me the place and the time to provide the reasoning why the devil is my second favorite card in the deck. I hope it made sense. I know that it makes sense to me. But there it is, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the devil. It doesn't necessarily have to be about what I was talking about. Let me know anything that you want to know, that you would like to express about the devil. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Did you like my sketch? Let me know that too. I would really like to know. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Bye, YouTube.